Uganda National Mental Referral Hospital has been described as one of the most beautiful hospitals in Uganda. It houses between 700 and 900 patients, and it recognizes the work of chaplaincy in the healing of mental health patients.
Especially in helping the different patients to settle and also overcome stigma. Settling, that means settling them back in the community. Overcoming stigma, they come when they are hated at home. They come when they hate themselves. They come when they have hurt so many people and they themselves are deeply hurting. So when they come here, what we do is to show them love and care.
Much as the government would want to do all that it can, there's limitation in funding, and the chapel tries to see places or gaps where it can come in. And really this is because of the cordial relationship that the hospital has given to the chaplaincy. They've given us that place where we can discuss with them and see if there are ways which we can come in. There's been quite a bit of work, I think, at the alcohol and drug unit. The chapel has set up a library where the patients who are recovering from drug and alcohol addiction can have material to read.
I'm Wanyama Dennis Ronald. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I have been in the alcohol and drug unit in BUTABIKA Referral Hospital and was just discharged a few days ago. Well, my experience in this place has been so marvelous in a way that the earlier perception we had about BUTABIKA was about people who are out of sorts, but my experience here has been so life-changing. The environment itself is so conducive. The people I have met here have been so helpful. Mostly the library.
The chapel set up this library mainly to reduce inactivity, to help the patients to cope up with their rehabilitation time, and to help them in the recovery process. Many of them come in here and read a variety of books that have really helped them in their spiritual lives, family lives, relations, and in their careers.
Coming to this library, it brought back so many fond moments in my earlier years, and the people who were there, like our librarian called Rachel, she helped us go through some inspirational book called The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren. We have been going through it chapter by chapter, and in so doing, it has given me a new look at life, and knowing that being here is not being an outcast, but also a learning experience, and it's also a step towards spiritual maturity.
Our enhancing the spirituality of people, we have found that we can help the patients to feel at ease, to be able to speak about what they have always feared to tell other people.
We also have done some work with the children's ward.
As part of St. Luke's Chapel, BUTABIKA, we have a Sunday school of children with different ages from 0 years to 15 years, and most of the children on the children's ward fall in that age group. So we get them every Sunday for church. The children of the ward come here when they are sick. They have different conditions, but through interactions with other children from the community, some of them have been able to participate in church activities like praise and worship.
Also, we work with students, and so we have mobilized students to also make outreach groups that come into the hospital.
The way the church has influenced the patients, we have really seen patients get involved into the church. Like during the services, there is here, and they help to organize for the service together. You find them like they come very early to sort out everything before the service can begin. And we have also found that even during the services themselves, you see them, they are so much involved. Some of them give specials and they are involved in the choir. When it means praising God, they are really so much into it.
St. Luke's Chapel has also been so instrumental in my recovery, in that I once again realized my God-given talent of singing and, well, passing over God's message to others. And in so doing, I'm joining their praise and worship team, and I'm going to be ministering once again.
One major need of St. Luke's Chapel, BUTABIKA, is a sanctuary where the different groups can come and meet on a daily basis in prayer, in different counseling. We do not have a permanent place where we meet with the different groups that I've mentioned, the patients, their caretakers, the community that is expanding. So the major urgent need is a sanctuary, a building where we can sit, counsel, where we can meet, where patients can come with their caretakers and have a moment of prayer and have a time of expressing themselves within an environment that is calm and settled.
As a chaplaincy, we appeal to you to become friends of BUTABIKA, that you can come on board to help us with some of these items that we are talking about, that some of you can help us with the tailoring or materials for the tailoring and for the crafts that we are doing. Some of you can come in with your expertise in different areas and give a few talks to people to help to empower them to become better citizens. Some of you can come in with some food stuff that can help to boost the food stuff that government provides as a hospital. And some of you can also come in with used books that we can use in our library. We still have a need for books, especially books that cater for, that are self-help books that people can read and feel calm and can help them to move on. But most of all, would like to appeal to you to provide funds to help us to complete this sanctuary. Because in this sanctuary, we have plans to set up a larger library. We have plans to set up places where we can have lectures, places where people can be skilled, and places where people can have the quiet and calm to pray comfortably.